Oh, good, goodness gracious. Okay, give me a second. Wait, because I was unprepared. Hi, I'm putting the, there we go. Hi, and for everybody watching this in the future, the next live stream, I'm going to tell you right now exactly the date because I know a lot of you are like, I keep missing the live stream and I don't want you guys to keep missing it. And I was requested to do a later, I'm in the studio room right now and like Jimmy rigging my camera thing, stay, don't fall. It looks like it wants to fall. Ah, wait, I can do this. I can do this. Give me a sec. Oh my God. Okay, so I can't do this. I like had a whole way of me wanting to do this, but now it's turning into a struggle stream. This is now a struggle stream because I can't get my camera to work properly. It's actually my phone. I'm just using my phone and I'm trying to make it be steady for a second. Struggling over here. I'm struggling. Hi. Okay, wait. Did I get it? Yes. Miss America's reign being extended for another full year. Like the Miss America, we're not talking Miss USA. We're talking about actual Miss America. I don't know how I feel about that. You know, me and the America Miss America organization, we have beef. We have beef, but I mean, if they're gonna do that, then fine. I feel kind of bad for the girls that are like aging out though. Okay, I think I have my life together. I think. I think. Hi, everybody. And oh, Paris. Hey. Next live stream, Iris will requested to do a later live stream. You know, for I have people in different countries and I want to cater to everyone. I wasn't able to do it this time. So the next live stream will be at 8 o'clock on Saturday. So a week from now. Just letting everybody know who's watching this. Bay Area. Yes. Everybody who's watching this in the future. You're lying. Don't lie. Don't lie. Someone's saying Amberlynn Reed died. Do not lie to me. That is, don't do that. I need confirmation. Don't. I'm not believing that for a second. I'm not believing that for a second. Not for 1 second am I going to believe that until I have proof. I need. How are we going to start off the live stream like this? You're going to tell me Amberlynn Reed died. I'm assuming that that's a troll. I'm not going to. Yeah. Peyton, you're not late, sweetheart. You're not late. And I'm happy you came in a little later, so you missed me struggling to put this together in the beginning, which I'm still struggling to do, but whatever. The next time I do the live stream, I'm going to use my, because I'm using my phone, which actually seems to be working pretty well, but I'm going to use my DSLR and hope that it doesn't give me problems. Fingers crossed. Yeah, right? That's why I said don't believe that, because yeah, no, we're not. We need Becky. I'm gonna check. I have my laptop right here actually, because someone verify that Amberlynn Reed is okay and living. Because it let me find out that she's okay, and I will ban you. We don't play with people's lives and stuff like that. I wouldn't. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. Anyways, the troll coming in here doing the most. Savage Lynn. I don't know what's going on in the hater community. I haven't checked because I said I was going to do more videos on them, but then again, hey, from Nicaragua, hi. The hater community has seemed to kind of disintegrate, which is probably for the best. I mean, if you guys can't keep your stuff together and just be nice, if that's too hard for you, then why are you like, go somewhere, because if your entire thing is just picking on someone, go get a life, go find something to do. Because I mean, I drag people. I'm not going to say that I don't, but I do it once and I let it go unless they do something new. I'm not going to drag them on the same thing constantly over and over again. Hi, Kate. Hello. Hi. Yeah, so I said I would do videos on them, but it seems like, yeah, they're disintegrating, so there's no point. You know, I only drag people when they do something legitimately bad and stupid. And seeing as they're not doing anything, there's no reason for me to get into it. The video I wanted to do was Young Dumb Honey Bun. I was gonna go for her because she had made a video about Amberlynn eating rotisserie chicken, and it was like Amberlynn put like yo, hi Asher. Amberlynn had put a thumbnail of her eating a full rotisserie chicken, and I'm looking at this like, no, you didn't, Amber, no, and it's her life, but I'm just like, really? After you asked us all to like pray for you and you're gonna do weight loss, you asked us to be involved and then you do that. So I went and checked the video and it was just her, like she ate 2 drumsticks. So she didn't eat the entire rotisserie chicken. It is an old video. She didn't even eat the whole rotisserie chicken. But based on the Hater Nation community's outcry about it, you would have thought that Girl stuffed her face full of an entire chicken. Like, they're like, Amberlynn ate a whole chicken. I can't believe she did that. And then I watched the video and she ate 2 drumsticks. So the title was obviously clickbait. Why are you guys so outraged about it? Why are you so mad about it? Young Dumb Honey Bun made a whole video about she's eating a whole rotisserie chicken when she clearly didn't. She didn't. And then, girl, I was gonna get her in that video. It was clickbait. So I'm like, why are you getting mad about clickbait? Had she eaten an entire chicken, yeah, it's a problem, but she didn't. But I see you about Miss Nicaragua, by the way. Yeah, overboard and freak out on this girl's life that has no bearing on it. Me neither. Me neither. Me neither. Like, they get bent out of shape about what she wears. Like, I do it, but I do it in the context of pageant girls, like pageant community. It's a competition. So of course I'm gonna be looking at their dress, shoes, nails, hair, but like in their everyday real lives, no. No, I do not pick on Miss Nicaragua or Miss France or Miss USA about what they want to do with their hair in their everyday life. I don't care. Live your life, girl. So the fact that they are so in depth on this poor girl's life and they're treating clickbait as if it's real. Young Dumb Honey Bun was going to be the next one to get it, but I had mercy because it looked like she was changing her ways. And though that video would have been extremely entertaining to do, I'm not going to, what does that say? Yeah, I'm not going to go and destroy Young Dumb Honey Bun if she's actually seeing a problem and doing her best to rectify the situation. Because yeah, it would be fun to drag her. It really would have been, because in that video of her doing a reaction, and I was going to do a stupid video on purpose, because it's like, people don't understand, like, it's YouTube. It's YouTube. YouTube is built to be kind of silly and kind of dumb. So I'm gonna, every now and then, I'm gonna go do a dumb video just for the hell of it, just because it's YouTube, and I don't mind laughing at myself and letting people laugh with me. Like, sometimes I'm just gonna go do a dumb video. Like the fertilizer fields video with me and my mom. It was a dumb, fun video. That's why I did it. It's YouTube. Of course I did. That video is not deleted, by the way. YouTube is demonetizing that video, so I have to submit it for a review process, and then I can repost it. That video is not being taken down because I love that video. It is not going anywhere. But every now and then I'll do just a fun dumb video because it's YouTube and we all need to laugh and we all need to get a sense of humor, okay? But we're not gonna pick on people about it. So Young Dumb Honey Bun in that video, she was getting on, I did not take thumbnails for these videos I just filmed. I just realized I'm gonna have to do that later. But she was getting on Amberlynn and being like, I don't know, Amberlynn told people, like, I don't know who you're laughing at me or something snarky Amberlynn said, and Young Dumb Honey Bun was like, I don't know who you think you're talking to. She can't be talking to me. Who do you think you're talking to? I'm like, yes, sis, she's talking to you. Yes, she's talking to you. You who is so overly invested in her life. Yes, she's talking to you. And I'm just like, it must sting you to your core that Amberlynn Reid has a platform that's bigger than yours. It must sting you. It must sting you. But you can't invalidate that girl on that level because you can't take that away from Amber. She has a platform. You can't take that from her. And Young Dumb Honey Bun seemed wholeheartedly offended that Amberlynn had the audacity to stick up for herself. And I'm like, girl, be happy I didn't make the video I was going to make, because I was going to drag you. You was going to get dragged. Just you was going to get dragged just for that. Entitled, hi, Wanga. Is that Wanga? It says Wanga. Wanga. Yeah, you're gonna get dragged just for that entitled attitude. Like her whole entitlement, as if Amber doesn't deserve or hasn't earned her platform just like the rest of us. Like, there are valid criticisms to be leveled at anybody, okay? If you wanted to criticize me for wearing tiaras in all my videos, I mean, I guess you could, because I do wear a lot of tiaras. Am I gonna care about the criticism? Probably not, because it means nothing. It really means nothing. Like, you could be like, oh my God, she wears too many tiaras. Valid criticism. Am I gonna stop? No. No. I have one on order from Russia right now. I ordered it like 2 months ago, but seeing as our country is having issues with the USPS, like, waiting for that thing forever. Yeah, I don't like bitterness. I don't like that. You know, I will tackle something if I feel like nobody else is willing to do it and it's getting out of control. Then I'll step in. Like, that's what happened with the Charlie Gold thing. Because that was out of control and no one was willing to step in. So I was just like, nope, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. There's a level where I can no longer stomach certain things. Just like when the pageant girl came for Sierra Burchell, that was uncalled for. And that had ramifications not just for Sierra, that had ramifications for every pageant girl whom is of a different body type or measurement. She wasn't just saying, oh, Sierra didn't deserve her placement. Like, she was putting it out into the world that any girl who's of a thicker size doesn't deserve a place on stage. Like, I wasn't going to let that stand. Hell no. No. And she can be mad all she wants. No, you shouldn't have said it. Even the implication, which was implied, you shouldn't have said it. So then people got mad at me for that. I don't care. I don't care. You're not going to sit here and demean other pageant girls in my face and think I'm going to have mercy on you. Sierra didn't do anything to anyone. And she rightfully earned her place. And you guys know, if I did follow Miriam as well. She was one of my one of the girls that I follow a lot of past girls from the past. I follow them, absolutely. But that was uncalled for. Absolutely. And I have seen some unjustified crownings. I have seen it. Okay? So there are times where you really have to be like, no, that was like, you have to be honest and be like, that crown was not deserved. Like, there was some bias there. I've seen that happen. So if I ever see that happen, then I'll be like, yeah, okay, you have a point. I'm never going to lie on YouTube because I have a YouTube platform to be myself. So whoever, like, I'm going to be me, and I'm going to be outrageous and funny, and I'm going to be honest. So if I honestly think someone didn't earn something, I'll say it. But Sierra earned her spot. So I'm not going to let you take that away from her. Absolutely not. And Sierra is sweet. She's very sweet, and rightfully I watched her video before I did my own video because it was about her. Okay, it was about Sierra. Sierra should have the first, she should be able to throw the first punch on that one because that was all about her. So I waited for her to say something, and then I watched Sierra's video and I was like, good Lord, bless her heart. She's too nice. Let me make a video. Because she was. And I know that, of all the pageant people on YouTube, I'm the harshest. I know that. And I'm not going to stop because I want to be honest, not in a mean way, but there's certain things that need to be said for everybody's benefit. Like the African nations, things aren't entirely correct there. I'm not going to sugarcoat it because that's not going to help you get any better. So I love all the girls, and I like to let that be known. I love all the girls. So if I say anything out of criticism, it's because it needs to be said for you to get better. But Miriam's comments were completely unnecessary. And when I see some unnecessary BS going on YouTube, especially if it impacts other people, yeah, I'm going to go in. I'm going to have something to say about it. That's just who I am, and I'm not going to lie about that on YouTube. I'm not. Call me harsh or whatever, but I'm going to be me, and I'm going to do what needs to be done. I hate parting my hair in a center part. I just can't. Like, I tried to make this, not doing a center part again. I'm not doing it. I just watched Frozen, by the way, for the first time. Frozen 2 for the first time. I'm super late. I'm the last person to watch Frozen. I know, just letting you know. Do I care for Miss World? I respect any girl that's going to participate in a pageant, but Miss World is kind of boring. I mean, like, the elements of what are the elements of competition for Miss World? What are they? What are they? Miss Universe, and those of you who are not pageant people, even you can appreciate what I'm talking about. But if you don't know about pageants, Miss Universe is all about being unique, being fierce, owning who you are as a person, and being completely proud of yourself in front of the entire world. That's what Miss Universe is all about, which is why I love it for all of you non-pageant people. You're just like, why do you guys even into pageants? It's because pageants give women a platform to be fierce, ferocious, and beautiful and intelligent all at the same time. Okay, all at the same time. Wear your beautiful gown, rep wherever you come from, talk about your college degrees. Like, these are the epitome of like the it woman. She is wonderful in every way. That's why I love pageants. Miss World doesn't really give me that. And I know Miss World is one of the biggest systems. Miss World #1 seems to like a lot of subdued, dainty, almost frail women. That Miss World is very much a princess type of pageant. They want very princessy, sweet, those type of people. That's not the type of woman I am. I think that fits very well with like teenagers. Miss World works for teenagers, not for grown women. Hi, Cardi Barbie. I have seen you many times. Hey, I've never watched a pageant in full. I would suggest, if you want an entertaining pageant, for those of you who are new, if you want to see like what happens, go and watch Miss Universe 2019 preliminaries. And the reason I'm saying that is because doing pageants is not easy, okay? That pageant had like 4 falls. they hit the deck and they hit it hard. But at the same time, you still get to see them pick themselves up and be phenomenal. Like it's an entertaining pageant because of the oopsies, but at the same time, it's still a good pageant. What does Miss World have the other country I'm assuming the other country doesn't. Yeah, Miss World, because it seems like a lot of their competitions are held like outside of the actual competition crowning day. Like they do a lot off screen. They have like these athletic events, which I appreciate. I would love to see more athletic events, you know, involving pageant girls. Pageant girls are everything. Pageant girls are smart, they are educated, they are beautiful, they know how to walk, they do their makeup, and they can school you in sports. Like that's why those of you who are like, why are pageants so big? That's why I like them. They're women that are like me. Okay. Yes, I can do a face of makeup. Yes, I like to have my nails done, even though I keep breaking them. I love to wear beautiful dresses. I love high heels, and I can change a car tire in 8-inch heels. Like I can play volleyball in some Pleasures 8-inch heels. Absolutely. But at the same time, pageant women, you know, besides their education, like they're just everything. It's the pageants are extremely difficult. They're hard because you have to be everything. You can't just be beautiful. You can't. You can't. Like you can be pretty and we'll appreciate you for you. But if you know, are dumber than a doorstop, you're not going to get crowned, sweetheart. I don't, no. You have to be beautiful. You have to be smart. You have to be eloquent. You have to be a role model. You have to be educated. Like pageants are no joke. And for all you men that are watching, like get yourself a pageant girl. That's the best thing. If you're looking for a wife, go find a pageant girl, but make sure you're like on par, okay? Just saying, because pageant girls, they're top of the line type of women. 100%, if you bag a pageant girl, you're gonna get a top of the line type of woman, most likely, as long as she's like top 10, okay? Because if you're like getting the other ones, I can't speak for the other ones, but if you're getting like a top 10 queen, you're getting a top of the line woman, okay? She's gonna change your life, but don't think you can mistreat a pageant girl because she's beautiful and educated. She does not need you. I'm just letting you know. Pageant girls are the infinity stones of the universe. They can only be wielded by the most talented and responsible and powerful of men. Beware, I did warn you. Yes, there is a stigma about pageant girls. And I talked about this in one of my other, I think it was my confidence video or my self-love video. Go check out those videos because I felt like those were very important for people to like feel good about themselves, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't feel phenomenal about themselves. So that's what those videos are aimed for. But the stigma is attached to pageant girls because of the way that they present themselves. So like when I'm here on YouTube and I have the audacity to put a crown on my head every day and flip my hair, and where's my fan, by the way? Look, flip my hair and use my fan and act like I'm everything and all that, people sometimes get offended because they think that by me doing that, that's saying that I'm like better than someone in some type of way. And that's not what that means, you know? That doesn't mean that I think that I'm better than you or that I'm more deserving than you or I'm more special than you. That means that I feel good about myself. That means that I love myself, that, you know, I adore myself and I take care of myself. Gyms are not open in my city. I wish. Do not tease me. My feelings are still hurt about that, okay? I am hurt. But, oh, if you go into my comment section and read some of my comments, people just think, oh, you just think you're the best thing ever. You just think you're better than everybody else. You just think you're the best. Like the comment that I always talk about was like the whole self-aggrandizing thing. And not to say that I really care about fertilizer fields, because it's their job to be trolls. It's a form that likes to bash people. And I made that roast video about them because it was funny. Their thing was just, the only criticism they had for me was that they were like, her attitude makes her seem like she's so much better than everybody else and it's so unlikable. And I'm like, my attitude and my demeanor is because I'm happy. And, you know, I love myself and I have no issues with myself. And I feel confident if I want to walk outside in a string bikini just to check the mail in some 8-inch heels, I will do it. I'll do it. Like, I have no problem doing what I want and feeling fabulous no matter how I look. I can wear my Harry Potter pajamas and a tiara and some bunny slippers and go to Walmart and slay on everybody. What? I most certainly will, and I have done it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. You know, and that's why I love YouTube. And people are like, oh, you're so fake on YouTube. I'm not. I am exactly this wackadoo grown woman who sits in her house, buys tiaras just for the hell of it, and drinks out of teacup flowers. This is what I do. This is, and I'm not going to be ashamed about it. Don't be mad because my teacups are cuter than yours. Look at that. That's adorable. Adorable. I have no, I like, what is the problem? And this is why I even wanted to start wearing tiaras in my channel. What does that say? Kenya Moore and Rachel Smith. Awful Miss Universe experience. Yes, that is true. I will talk about that actually. But that's the reason I like to wear a lot of tiaras on my channel, because when I started my YouTube channel and thought about the aesthetic that I wanted to be true to myself. And I'm like, what's one accessory that can be uniquely me? And the two things I came up with is choker necklaces, because I love choker necklaces. But the other thing was tiaras. I'm like, I love them. How can I get away with wearing a tiara every day of my life? Like, I want to do it every day and forget what other people have to say. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to wear a tiara every day of my life, and I don't care what anybody has to say about it. And you know what? No one complains. Like, I expect when I do dumb things that people will be like, you're so ridiculous and dumb for that. I expect that. But honestly, the overarching theme from what I get from strangers when they see me doing all my nonsense things, they're saying like, wow, I wish I was brave enough to do that. Like, women come up to me and they're like, wow, you look really comfortable in your Harry Potter pajamas. I should have did that. Or they'll tell me, I should wear crowns too. Like, yeah. Who said you couldn't? Who said you couldn't wear what? If you want to wear fairy wings every day of your life, wear those fairy wings. Even if you're a boy, I don't care. I don't care. I will send you a link for fairy wing earrings that are so cute. I'm going to buy them myself. Like, do what you want and forget what other people have to say about it. Hold on. Someone said, do I live alone? No, I don't. I'm actually up in the Bay Area with my family. Make DIY crowns of Miss Universe and Miss World. I could. People have even offered, like, there's crowns out there that are replicas, like really fantastic replicas of Miss Universe type crowns. I don't want to do that because I have my own platform and I have my own kingdom. So out of respect for my court and my kingdom, I'm not going to wear the crown of another queen because she rules over another kingdom. Like, if I was just a pageant fan, like for all you pageant fans, and you don't have a YouTube platform, and you're just like, I'm a pageant fan. Of course, go. If I was just a pageant fan, I would have a replica of Miss Universe crowns. I would, most certainly. But I have a platform, and because I have a platform, I have a platform kind of the same as Miss Universe and Miss World have a platform, excepting that I own my platform. They don't necessarily own their platforms. They have to give theirs up, which is the one benefit that I have over them. Thank God. I get to have mine forever. But, oh, are you kidding? What is it? I'll get to that too. I want to log that in my head because I see that. That's a good question. But yeah, so out of respect for my own platform, which is very valid, I'm not going to wear any Miss Universe replica crowns. That's not going to have over here. Hi over there. It says Nagel. I think I said that right. Nagel. Hi, Nagel. I see you there. Let me, someone said, what Miss Universe crown is your favorite? It still has to be the Mikimoto because I like, okay, hold on. Yeah, Mikimoto's my favorite. Ellen just asked a really good question. She said, probably a stupid question. No question is stupid here, sis. No stupid questions here. Probably a stupid question, noob question, but are all the crowns unique? I definitely have some homework to do after this stream. I'm so interested. Well, yes, Ellen, I'm happy to answer your question. Overwhelmingly, most, if 80% of the crowns are 100% unique. And when I say unique, Miss USA, for example, the state title holders for the Miss USA representation, or those of them that are going to the national title, I don't know when Miss USA is happening. I have no idea. But the state title holders for Miss USA all have matching crowns, but they're specific to Miss USA and being a state title holder. The Miss USA title holder's crown is 100% unique. Period. The end. And all national, I can't even say all, and I'm going to tell you why, but 99% of all national country title holders have a unique crown that is identifiable to any and every pageant fan. I can look at a girl and the crown on her head and be like, I know she's from Colombia because I know the Colombian crown, I know the Russian crown, I know the Canadian crown, what is it? Vietnam. Vietnam tends to is it Vietnam? It's Thailand. Thailand changes it slightly every year. So each specific queen has a unique crown. But the crowns are 100% unique and identifiable to pageant fans. So we know whose crown is whose. If Miss Earth walks in front of me, I know based on her crown who she is. Yeah, we don't miss a beat, which is why I don't wear replica crowns, because most people know by now what my crowns look like, especially like the actual official sovereign crown that I wear, the gold one. Most people know that. Eventually, I'm going to have a custom crown. I actually already have one. That's the one that's coming from Russia, but it's not specifically custom to the point where it's wholly identifiable. But one day I'm going to have a custom crown and it's going to be awesome. I do want to start watching other pageants. Oof. Yeah, I do want to start. I know what the Diana Mendoza crown. I know exactly what you're talking about. I was wondering, like, what happened with that crown? Like, that was such a random year. They put that little tiara thing on her head. Like, what was that? I still don't understand. I still don't have an explanation for that atrocity of a crown, because it was not becoming of a Miss Universe, and I'm still wholeheartedly offended by it. Not cool. Hi, everybody from the UK. Hi, how you doing? Just letting you guys know right now, the next live stream will be on Saturday, 8 o'clock California time. So calculate that for whatever your time is, but it's 8 o'clock California time. And the reason that is because I was requested by someone else who is going through like school and whatnot. They're like, can you make it later? Because they're doing school. And I'm like, I'm going to shift the times so that people from other regions can participate in the live streams and be here for our general discussions and chit chats. It's going to be 8 p.m. on Saturday next week. Peyton, I know you're most likely going to be asleep. It was one of the members of the kingdom, one of the courtiers in the kingdom. He popped in and was like, can you please make it later? And I'm like, okay. And I know a lot of the Filipinos tend to be waking up a later time, my time. So it's okay. I'm always going to upload the live streams after I do them, so you guys can keep up with what's happening in the chit chat of the live stream. I can't guarantee they'll always be up, because sometimes I just look ridiculous on live stream. I don't know. Hi. Ooh, someone's first time in the live stream. Hey. Hi. 1 a.m. Good Lord. But then again, we're all in quarantine and have nothing to do. It's a major heat wave over here, by the way. California is running like 110 degrees. I'm trying to live and not melt. Do you prefer IMG pageants or Trump pageants? Oh, IMG well, okay, are we talking about the Laura Gonzalez is the best runner-up ever? Well, no, wait. Laura Gonzalez, or is it Shandy? I forgot what year Shandy won, but she came first runner-up to the winner, Miss Universe Australia, in one of like the way back 2000s years. That crown, very close. If I had to make an argument for any debatable win, I don't remember what year Shandy won, but if I had to make an argument for any like debatable win, it would be Shandy. It would be Shandy's year. That is the most debatable contest that I've ever seen. That was the closest it's ever come. Shandy was good, you guys. Shandy was good. Like crazy good. I'm glad. Hi, Apollo. It's Apollo Houston. I see you there. Yes, it's hot in California, you guys. I'm trying to live. I have my like laptop over here. Hold on. And I got this like little diadem that keeps trying to fall on me. I'm going to bobby pin that sucker next time. There was something. I can't remember what it is right now, but there was something else. Oh my gosh. I'm reading all of the comments and I'm letting you guys like watching. Really? The Russia crown's the most expensive? That would actually make sense. Oh, someone asked about child pageants. Ooh, I actually did want to talk about that, because I don't mind children in pageants. Anything that puts girls on stage and lets them have a voice and get used to speaking in front of people and feeling empowered, I like that. But there are pageants that go overboard. There are pageants that go way over. If I'm looking at the screen, I'm looking at my phone. But there are pageants that way go overboard. And I'm talking about when it comes to tanning 5-year-old little girls, putting fake teeth in 5-year-old little girls, the fun fashions that they have these children going through. Like they have them like looking sexy, like knee-high boots and stuff. No, just no. There's a limit. Pageants are fantastic for little girls in the way it lets them feel like a princess, lets them, experiment in their femininity and what it means to be feminine and be delicate and be a girl, but at the same time really show their personality. That is fantastic. Let those girls have fun. If you want to let your little girl wear a little bit of tinted lip gloss, go for it. But forcing these little girls to go through hairstyling for 6 hours, full glam makeup, flipper teeth, flippers are fake teeth, and then a spray tan on a 5-year, I could fight you. I could fight you. It's too much. It's way too much. Yeah, I would, let these little girls be graceful and cute and feminine. It's too much. And yeah, Brookie says usually the parents force them. Yes, there's parents living vicariously through their children. And I don't ever want to be that parent, which is why I'm the way that I am. If I want to live that life, I'm going to do it in my everyday life. If I want to dress up like a princess, I'm going to put on my tiara. Usually not this one. We all know this is the dangerous one. I'll put on a tiara, use my fan, sip my tea, and be a princess for the day. Don't live vicariously through your kids. Just be a princess. Like, I hate that women feel like they have to be so darn mature all the time. Gasp the shade crown. I know. Some of it does seem like child abuse. It kind of does. Yeah, that's why I don't debut this crown very often, because I know some people, like, people scroll through my thumbnails, and if they see the crown of shade, they go like scream it all over the internet. They're like, the sovereign's wearing the crown of shade. And it's like this big freaking freak out over the collective internet, and then everybody comes rushing to the video like, who is she tearing apart? I mean, you deserve it though. If I wore the crown of shade for you, you deserved it. Because think about it. Hi. Who's that? Mavin? It says Mavin. Hi, Mavin. I've only worn the crown of shade for what I wore the crown of shade for 2 pageant girls. One of them was racist. The other one was talking crap about Sierra Burchell. It was Miriam Habat. I don't even think I wore it. Did I wear it for Miriam? I don't remember. But those 2, I wore it for Charlie Gold, who's a bully. I wore it for the Chinese government and the United States government. If I wear the crown of shade for you, the same crown that I wore outside of the United States White House fighting against police officers in riot gear, you did wrong. There's no disputing. If the sovereign takes out the crown of shade for you, the same crown that I use for communist leaders and pedophiles, you did wrong. There's no disputing that. Like, look at the group of people I've worn the crown of shade for. It's a terrible group of people. So I'm very careful about when I take the crown of shade out, because I know the implications. But if I have to wear it for you, good Lord, you really messed up. You really messed up. And I'm really happy that I am, when I wear the crown of shade, it's me acknowledging the fact that I'm being shady. It's me acknowledging the fact that what's coming out of my mouth is going to be harsh, and it's going to be probably a little hurtful. And I'm going to own that. And the way that I own that is I put it directly on my head, because I feel like if you're going to be a YouTuber and you're going to go after someone, you go after them full force and don't backtrack. If you're going to say something, own your words. So I have a whole crown dedicated to me owning my words no matter what. That's what the crown of shade is. But that's why I have to be careful with it. Yeah, no, the crown of, yeah. Because there's been times where I've been upset and I chose not to take out the crown of shade because it was more of an important topic and not necessarily me just tearing into someone. But I mean, if I know that I have to say some ridiculous, horrible things, crown of shade. Crown of shade. That's it. This is a crown that I wore at the White House against Donald Trump. Like, the implications are dire. Anyways, back to owning our princess self. Hi, everybody in South Africa. Hi, everyone over there in South Africa. Hopefully I don't have to wear it again. That's why I took you guys probably saw it was only like a week, but I took a little break from everything because there was too much negativity on YouTube. It was just too much negativity. It was negativity on YouTube, negativity on Twitter. It was everywhere. Like, I have a family channel. I see Brookie's saying do a video with your family. I have a family channel. So there's 3 videos of my family, me and my family up there. And then I have 2 vlogs. I have to finish the DC vlog, which is so overdue. And a video I did doing my brother's dreadlocks. And I'm going to put that on the family channel. And we're getting into motorcycles. Anybody who's on Patreon knows that they saw all the behind the scenes. They've seen what's going on in the house. Patreon people know what's going on before it comes to YouTube. So I'm getting into motorcycles because you guys know that I am a rebel. I am a complete and total rebel. So motorcycle life all day. My class for my motorcycle class is in 3 weeks. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm super excited, but you know, and that's what I think confuses some people about me, because they're just like, well, sometimes they see me on my channel and I'm super feminine and I'm sipping out of my little flower teacup and I'm doing my nails and they just see like a really cutesy girl. And then there's other times where I'm like a total savage and people get thrown off and they're like, what just happened? Like, it's like out of nowhere. And I think it's very important for people to understand and accept that women can be very dynamic. We don't have to be one specific way. I can be extremely cute and like wear little lace gloves and tights and little bow tie shoes, but at the same time, I will play football and win. I sure will. I will get dirt under these fingernails. I will tack you in high heels. I can and have done it. So, you know, accepting who you are as a person, I'm all about that. I like this channel to be very empowering. But at the same time, I do talk about important things going on in the world, regardless of it's my country or not. I will talk about it. If things need to be said, I'll say it. If I'm irritated about something, I'll talk about it. Sometimes I feel like just clowning on somebody, which is what I did with the fertilizer fields video. That was just me clowning on them. And boy, did they get their feelings hurt about that. Oh, who knew I was that good with words? I triggered an entire form. I'm very proud of myself about that video. I need to hurry up and like, either I'm gonna put it back up on YouTube once it's approved through monetization, or I'm gonna put it on Patreon and make it like a limited edition video, because that roast was epic. I loved it. Steve Harvey hasn't always been the host, but he's been the host for Miss Universe for several years now. Can I be the host? Someone go ask Miss Universe if I can be the host. I feel like, can I be, since we're on this women's empowerment kick in Miss Universe and they don't want to have any male judges, okay, can we just make it an all-female everything and can I just be the host? I feel like I could do it. I feel like it would be fun. I feel like it would be great, you know? Steve can't even go in the dressing rooms. Like, let me be the host. It would be great. I wish. I would love to do backstage commentary, but I don't want them to censor me, okay? Because you guys know I throw in snide comments here or there. Thank you to all the girls of all the countries none of the girls have ever gotten mad at me, ever. And I've spoken to some of the girls of different countries and even representatives in the United States. None of them have ever gotten mad at me for anything that I've said. And I throw little snide comments every now and then, but it's all out of love. I treat them kind of like I don't have a big sister, but I treat them like big sisters. I'm like the annoying little sister that loves them to death, that kind of is annoying, but you know that I love them, you know? Bye, Peyton. Go to sleep, because I know it's late over there. He's on the East Coast. He's in Jersey. Yes. But yeah, I've spoken to a lot of the girls from all over the world and in the United States. I've spoken to some of the directors. So no one's ever gotten mad at me, and that's what I want. I want to be able to do the commentary and do the critique, but them know no matter what, I love them, okay? Like, I love these girls and I support them to the fullest. Absolutely, they're phenomenal. And if a girl ever had her feelings hurt, then I've said in videos like, tell me, I will buy you dinner, because I don't ever want a girl to be upset with me or think that I'm just bashing them. Now, unless you're one of the two, you know, racist girls that are not, there wasn't two races. There was Samantha Katie James. She was the racist one. I don't care what she has to say. And then Miriam Habash, I had to get on her. I don't care what she has to say. But other than that, I have never gone out of my way to upset any pageant girls. They have my utmost respect, and I am a fan. I'm one of the biggest fans, okay? I watch them all the time. I look at their Instagrams. I follow them on Instagram. They're wonderful in every way. I love them. Love them. Several of the girls have hit me up about their dresses, especially like the United States competitors. I had I had 2 South Americans hit me up about their dresses, but I've had some questions about, I like Ellen. She said, I like my beauty sleep 8 hours or I'm evil. I feel you, girl. I feel you. Trust me, me without sleep, you don't want to wake me up. I'm the worst. But a couple of the girls have asked me about their dresses, and I will undercover slip them all the info they want. And I don't cross info. So if a girl from Maine asked me about a girl from what is it? Florida. I wouldn't tell her. I don't do cross info, but any girl that asks for any information, I'm a blabbermouth. Like, you would think that I would charge or something for information. No, I like giving advice or ideas. I like giving out my ideas, seeing as I can't use the ideas on myself. If I have good ideas, I will definitely hand that out like hotcakes, because as a fan, all I want is a good show. So if I can make all the girls in the show really good, they're going to have a hard time. I'm going to get a good show. So whenever anybody asks for advice, I give it to them freely. Absolutely. I don't give duplicate advice though, because then that's dumb. I feel like that's very dumb. So have your favorites for Miss USA changed since your last vid that you talked about? I think there's more girls to look out for. My favorites haven't, like, you would think someone would be knocked off my list. That hasn't happened. That has not happened. I do want to do a video for the Miss USA headshots. I think that needs to be done. I kind of wanted to make it a little bit unique and different. So that's why I held off on doing it, but I'm not exactly sure. There's some things to be said about Miss USA headshots. Why don't you be a consultant? I mean, if someone wanted to hire me as a consultant, I think that's, being a consultant is something people seek you out for, I think, not something you necessarily, I don't know, apply for. What does that say? Oh, wait. Oh yeah, I'm like the best girlfriend ever. I can admit that. I can definitely toot my horn and say I am the best girlfriend ever, okay? I am the crazy best friend who's just like, when your ex breaks your heart or something, I'm the crazy best friend who's like, you want to go egg his car? You want to go egg his car? I'll go with you. Like, I know, I'm not supposed to, but I'm that best friend. Like, whatever it takes to make my bestie happy, I'm gonna do. Example, there was one, what does that say? Ooh, original style of walk. Log that away. I'm gonna answer that question. There was a girl who was a very good friend of mine, and she broke up with her ex, and then she used to tell me all the time and came to the house crying, and she was like, I want to get him back, because I guess he had broken up with her because he felt neglected and like she didn't care as much as he did. And she told me, I want to get him back. And I'm like, sis, you want to get him back? Are you sure? Because your bestie will help you if you want to get him back. If you follow me on Twitter, you know a little bit about this. So I took her to like Party City, and we got a whole bunch of balloons, and we made signs and stuff. I bought one of those ridiculously stupid green Morphe suits that make you look like a stick person, like a green stick person. I drove with my girl to her ex's house, put her on the roof of the car with like 50 balloons around the car, drove up to this dude's house, blasting music on the stereo, with her on the roof holding a sign that says something like, I love you or take me back or something. And I, in my green Morphe suit, was doing cartwheels around the car, like showing out for her, because baby, sis said she needed me. I was just like, I'm down. I am down. And I look like an absolute idiot, but did it work? Yes, it did. It did. Now, he didn't deserve her because he was kind of a jerk, but I will do anything for my girlfriends, period. Okay? Call me in the middle of the night and you're like crying about something, I will dive through your window, okay? Whatever you need. Like, motorcycle out front, hop on the back, girl. What do you need? You need a snack, you need some cookies, or you need someone to fight with. Like, I got your back no matter what, okay? I got slippers packed. I got like boxing gloves packed. Whatever situation my girlfriends need me. I'm from the Bay Area. So for those of you who are looking at me like, oh my God, what? I'm a Bay Area girl. So I do roll tough when I need to. Okay, street rules. Just saying. Now, somebody asked me, what is the best type of walk for a woman to stand out? That is the wrong frame of thinking. Because your walk should be 100% unique to you. Now, the one thing that I can say about walks that is universal, okay? And I don't care if you're a pageant person watching this or not. Every person who watches pageants or walks in heels themselves, please pay attention to what I'm about to say, because I need to stop being like snarky and clowning you guys behind like closed doors. I'm gonna help everybody here. Please lock your knees. I am so tired of people walking like they are 2-year-olds in their grandmother's 1980s shoes. I'm done with it. When I see girls walking with bent knees and they just look like little baby giraffes, that's a universal thing for pageant girls and women that walk in heels. Lock your knees. I'm done with y'all walking with bent knees. It looks ridiculous. It looks ridiculous. And yes, I've been laughing. I've been laughing. And I'm not gonna lie about it because I'm not a liar. I will tell you to your face I was laughing. Okay. I was laughing, okay? But it looks ridiculous. It looks like you're in pain. When you walk with bent knees, it looks like you're hobbling. It's so, yeah, that emoji right there with the bent knees, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And I've done that. When your feet hurt, I've done that. But sis, I would rather walk barefoot over a flaming hot bed of nails than someone catch me walking like that. I will not. You will not. I will not misrepresent myself that way. What does it says? Does it hurt after a while to lock your knees and heels? No. No, no, no. Not if you're, when I say lock your knees, I'm not saying like hurt yourself with your joints or anything, but when you extend your leg to walk, straighten your leg through the extension and when it hits the ground. When your leg is fully on the floor, your knee should not be bent. The only time you, and I love like when girls do it right, the only time your knee should be bent when you're walking is when you're picking it up. That's the only time. That's the only time. Chinese, you can't really blame Chinese laundry, okay? Because I can have a good walk in any type of heels, okay? I can do 15 twirls in a row and a dip in some 8-inch pleaser heels. Absolutely not. I'm not taking excuses, especially from pageant girls who should know better or women who deem to walk in any heel, period. Come on, ladies. Can we not, please? I love to see, I have pleasers in my closet and it's on Instagram. Like I was messing around, doing my walk and stuff. But yeah, the only time your knee should be bent is when you pick it up off the ground. That's it. Or after you pick it up, you extend it and then that extension stays straight through till you pick it up again. I don't want to see no bent knees. No bent knees unless you are hurt, unless you have a sprain, unless you have a muscle cramp. I'm so done. I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. What is your Twitter handle? My Twitter handle it's the sovereign, but it's the sovereign underscore, it's the underscore sovereign underscore, 2 underscores. The underscore sovereign 2 underscores. That's what it is. My Twitter handle is linked in all of my description boxes. So for those of you who are just like, I can't find it, just click on a video, go to the description box, Twitter handle, everything's right there, just in case. I do say a lot of nonsense on Twitter, okay? So forewarning, I'm mouthy, and we know this. We know this. That I'm not hiding anything, okay? And I'm very opinionated. I am. I just did 2 videos on having to do with race because when I woke up this morning, CNN had posted something about Black women in their hair, and I'm just like, is this a surprise to anyone? Like, they're acting like this is news. CNN made a report that said a study has been conducted from Duke University that Black women who wear their natural hair are less likely to be interviewed for a job. And all the Black women of the universe are just like, duh. We've been telling you that forever. Forever we've been telling you that. CNN really act like this was news. Black women, we've been saying this forever. And I'm just like, people really don't understand why Black women can't wear their natural hair, as if we don't want to. I have been told, as someone working in Hollywood and going to, I don't know, a premiere or going on auditions, like they straight up sat me down in my face and they said, we think you're gorgeous, but if you want to get these roles, you have to have this type of hair. Point blank, period. Period. Okay? There is no choice. Doing any corporate jobs, Black women cannot wear their natural hair because corporate world is ruled by rich old white guys, which is hard enough just being a woman of any color, right? Like white women, you guys, I'm sure can even sympathize. Like, yeah, working for rich white guys is just like not the business. But as a Black woman, we have that extra bias that they're gonna look at our hair and be like, oh my God, she's a part of the Black Panthers. Like it's a threat. So we can't wear our natural hair when we go on job interviews. And it's a running joke amongst the Black community that Black women will straighten our hair or we'll wear like a wig or something, go to an interview and put on our nice corporate voice and be like, hi, I'm so friendly, please hire me. And then by the time we get hired and return to work, we have box braids because that's what we have to do. That's what we have to do. I myself have had to do that. I will not go to a job interview in my natural hair. No, I can't. Not if I want the job, period. But the fact that CNN was acting like this was news, I was like irritated and a little upset, but at the same time I had to laugh. So I just made a video on it. because when I went, and this is the impressive part, I went into the comment section. As a black woman, we get prepared to like go to war with these people. And then I went into the comment section and there was a whole bunch of white people going to bat. There were white people like saying the right things. Like, I was so impressed. I was so impressed. I'm gonna call these people Caitlins for the rest of my life. I'm gonna call all the woke white women, the smart white women who know better. I'm calling you guys Caitlins. You guys are gonna be the anti-Karens. Because there's the Karens, the people that like everybody's afraid of, like we can't stand a Karen. But then there's the Caitlins. The Caitlins are the Karen slayers. The Caitlins are the ones who are representing, standing up for what's right, doing what's right in the comment sections. And you guys warm my heart. You warm my spirit. You warm my soul. My ancestors are just like stand up and applaud you. Like, I appreciate you guys to the fullest. Like, amazing. Amazing. I love to see people be able to appreciate something that's not of their own world. Like, it may not look like you, it may not be your culture, but the fact that you take the time to respect and appreciate somebody else's world or things, I love you for it. And it's just, it's heartwarming. I love it so much. Oh my God, I love it. And yeah, I reposted it on Twitter because there was an actual girl named Caitlin who did that. And I was just like, she made my heart sing. I was so happy. Oh, cancel that. I keep touching buttons. Right? Ellen's like, yeah, but you've been saying that forever. Yes. And that's something that I said in the video. Why does it take like all this nonsense for people to start listening when like black women tell them stuff is happening? You guys are going to wait until black people riot. And then you want to be like, oh, we're listening. We're listening now. Like, now you want to do the research and the studies on the things that we've been telling you have been going on for years. You know how frustrating that is? You know how absolutely infuriating that is? Could you imagine going to the doctor and telling the doctor like your bone is broken and you can feel it and you're crying and you're screaming and you're like, my bone is broken, and the doctor's just like not paying attention, but you like kick the doctor in his butt or something, you punch him in his face, and then he's like, oh, now I'm listening. Like, why do I have to fight and cause destruction for you guys to pay attention to me? Am I not cute? Like, can you, why are you, like, what? Let me just check over here real quick, make sure I still look good. I feel like they're just not paying attention to me. Like, am I not attention grabbing? Like, am I not loud enough as it is? And people get on black women for being loud, right? They're like, black women are so loud, you're so vocal, you need to be quieter, more daintier. How? Y'all don't even listen to us now. You want us to be quieter and less like aggressive. You don't listen to us as it is. Why would we like dial it back? Where? How? When? Do you see the frustration of just being black? It's so frustrating. It really is. Oh my God. Someone said, please do a video on the South Africa top 10. I don't think I mean, I haven't even checked the top 10, but you guys told me that I got 8 out of 10 right, which is crazy because, I mean, I expect that of myself, but it's still kind of crazy to me because I've never met these women in person. I've never interviewed them. So the fact that I'm able to do that without even being face to face or seeing interviews or even seeing their walks, I'm pretty proud of. But to me, predicting pageants isn't that hard. It really isn't that hard. To me, it's not. I know to other people it can be very difficult, but I can look at a woman and tell, you know, what she's packing, what she's capable of, what to look out for. There's a few surprises, you know, I'm not all seeing, but I can know what I'm doing. Oh, the frustration of the curls. Y'all, I'm going to do a video next. I'll wait till next summer because, the strength and endurance and the patience it takes to not only do a black woman's hair, but wear it. It's a deal, you guys. It is a deal. Because if you go on my Instagram and stuff, like I've never been shy about wearing my natural hair, but if you go on my Instagram, you can see my natural hair. My natural hair is actually very long and very big, which is why I shy away from messing with it, because you have never spent 6 hours in the shower like I have. Have you? Have you? I don't think so, unless you're black. Black women, you know the pain. But me, It takes me 2 hours to take down my hair, another hour to detangle my hair because I have to do it by hands. Curls are easy to break, so you have to be very careful with them. And then I have to get in the shower and detangle each section again by hand, and then like braid it, condition it, rebraid it, put oil in it, wash it. But you don't, like when it comes to Black women's hair, you can't just rub it and wash it because then it gets all tangled and then you have a matted mess and you likely just have to take some clippers and shear it all off. 3 hours beforehand, I have been in the shower for a legit 6 hours, running water and all. I'm not joking, you guys. Then you got to deep condition it, and this is all before you restyle it. Not to mention, for your curls to dry, for me, because my hair is so thick, 3 days for a full drying naturally without a blow dryer. Without a blow dryer, it takes 3 days for a Black woman's hair to dry. We have water in our hair for 3 days. 3 days. That's insane, right? That is absolutely insane. And that's before, like, let's say you were doing box braids, right? That's before the styling. When I did my long box braids, once again, that's on Instagram, so it's all there. It took me 3 days of non-stop. I slept for what, 4 hours, and then spent the rest of my 21 hours doing my hair. It's insane. It is insane. So to do all that work to take care of your natural hair, and then still get backlash for wearing your natural hair, it's not even worth it. So now you understand why most Black women they're just like, screw it. What's the point? What is the point of wearing my natural hair if I'm gonna get bashed for it, lose money, lose my job, potentially get expelled from school? Yes, that happens. That's a thing apparently in the United States. What's the point of doing all this work for my natural hair if all it's gonna do is cause me drama and problems and negativity? So that's why you see a lot of Black women just wearing weaves, wearing a wig, and just being done with it. It is not worth the time and effort and energy to do 10 hours of hair just to have to cover it up because you have a job interview. It's crazy. Yeah, and that's why it like completely pisses me off. What does that say? Oh yeah, and then if you shave it off, everybody assumes you lost your mind. Yeah, 100%. 100%. It drives me absolutely insane. And I've seen Black girls have to do it. I've seen them do their box braids and it looks beautiful. And then 3 days later, they're taking them down. Box braids that took them an entire 16 hours to do. They got to take them down 3 days later because their job says it's not appropriate. It's not sociable. It's not professional. I could scream. But then you have you have the other side of the coin, right? The people that like to criticize Black women and say, well, you're cultural appropriating for wearing straight hair. First of all, what are you saying? I can't, please, if you are Caucasian in the stream, I'm saving you any grief. Never accuse anybody of cultural appropriating straight hair because number one, Asian people have the straightest hair on the planet. Someone said that in my cultural appropriations video. They're like, white people, well, you're wearing straight hair and, Black women wear blonde hair. And I'm looking like, white people don't own straight hair. Like, you're totally taking that away from Indians, from Japanese, Chinese, Asian people, from Latin people born with straight hair. Like, what are you saying? What are you saying? And then the whole blonde hair thing. And I was just like, I have pictures of Black women in my phone right now. I took a picture because her hair was blonde and it was natural. I was just like, and it's not even something that Black women like want to do. It's something that we're forced to do in order to assimilate to the job market and the culture. I cannot, I'm telling you right now, Dayvana cannot go to Hollywood and get casted in a good role with natural hair. I can't, period. Don't debate me. I can prove it. I have the casting listings in my phone right now, and you know what it says? Caucasian female needed. Caucasian female needed. Caucasian female needed. Caucasian female needed. Oh, look, a Black female's needed for a stripper scene. The frustration, you guys. The absolute frustration. I'm like, and I'm not going to say that, yes, South and East Asian people have the most straight hair. So every time I see that comment in the comment section, I'm just like, do you realize that you sound like a colonizer when you say that? Because you're saying white people own straight hair, when in actuality, Asian people have the straightest hair, period. And I have actually, I'm a loser, kind of. I'm a little bit of a loser weirdo. I do statistical analysis when I'm bored. You guys know I read nonsense for the fun of it because I'm a weirdo. So I actually did look up the data statistics on hair. I did. Yeah, I gotta admit that. I gotta cop to my weirdness. I did that. The rarest hair texture on the planet is actually 1A hair, which is absolute straight hair. The straightest hair on the planet is actually the rarest hair type there is, which belongs to Asian people specifically. The second rarest type would be 4C African American hair. That would be the second rarest. I didn't even know that. I was like, oh, wow, I didn't know. But straight hair is so common that no one really thinks about it as being rare, right? But 4C hair actually is not common. And I know we all do like weird searches, okay? I cop to some weird history searches. I did do that. You know, you guys have heard some of my weird searches. Like, I search European and like world dynasties for the fun of it. Why? Because I'm weird. Because I'm weird. I don't know. I think I blame this on John Oliver, but I actually did read the Wikipedia page for rope. I did do that. I just, yeah. Why do I know the history of indigo textiles? Like, I know the full history of the color blue in the world. I just do dumb stuff sometimes. I don't know why. I don't know why. Searching for royalties is fun, right? I did do that. Yes, yes, red hair. And so Tila, is that Tila? Telia Middleton? I'm terrible with names. We know this. She said she has red hair and blue eyes. Red hair is actually the most uncommon color in the entire face of the planet. Red hair is actually predicted to go extinct within the next, I think, 100 years. Yes, she's an endangered species. Everybody protect her. We need to keep her around. Russia is watching with all that. That's actually Tia. Oh, that's easy. Yeah, tell me that. Tia. I can do that. Everybody knows I'm terrible at pronunciation, okay? Everybody knows that. I'm an awesome writer, good at reading, spelling, pronunciation, maybe not. Preparing for a pageant, weird questions you never... Yeah, I have so much useless knowledge in my head, it would astound you. Astound you. What happened to that video? Oh, it was a roast on myself that I didn't get to post. But so a long time ago, I did my research on the White House, and I actually memorized how many windows and fireplaces were in the White House. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Why do I do the things I do? I don't know. I don't know. I'm the type of person that watches a period piece and critiques the costumes. What? I will look at a costume and be like, that lace wasn't invented until 5 years later. That's not supposed to be there. The Europeans weren't using that color blue until the 1970s. Like, I'm terrible, you guys. I'm terrible. I'm so bad when it comes to just useless knowledge. And that's why some people that I meet or like family members will be like, you're such a know-it-all. And I'm just like, I don't mean to be. I really don't mean to be a know-it-all. I just research dumb stuff. I'm sorry. I am. Yeah, Sheldon, that's me. Sheldon from The Big Bang right here. And I did watch The Big Bang Theory, and being the big brainiac dum-dum that I am, I researched the stuff in The Big Bang Theory. I have no sense of control. None. Hi, from the Philippines. Hi. Hi, how you doing? All of my Filipinos are waking up. Get up. Wake up. Have a nice cup of coffee. Good morning, everyone. Hi. I still know that song. Memorize all 50 states and their capitals. Me too. Me too. I mean, it gets down to the point where, like, not only do I know the dynasties of like different countries. Okay, beautiful example. You just triggered me from the Philippines. So I'm such a nerd, right? Because I know that I have a lot of Filipinos in my channel, I dove into Filipino culture because I'm like, if I'm going to talk about you guys, I should go the extra mile and extra length and extra step to understand the culture, understand the people. So I'm like, I got curious about Filipinos. So I researched the Philippines in depth to the point where I know that the Philippines is the only country on the planet that actually changes its flag when it goes to war. So if the Philippines ever goes to war, it flips its flag upside down so that the red is on top when it goes to war. So their flag actually changes when it's at war with another country. Crazy. Why do I know that? I don't know. I don't know. It's an interesting fact though. Don't lie like it's not. It's interesting. But I don't know. I researched the flags of the world that use the color purple, because purple is the rarest color that any flag can use. And the reason that it's rare is because the color wasn't actually invented for use. Like, it wasn't possible to use the color purple until a certain period of time. Why do I know this? Because I'm a weirdo. I shouldn't know these things, but I do. So you can actually time date any country that uses the color purple back to a specific period because of their use of the color. I know. I'm a know-it-all. I don't mean to be. I just get bored and I research things for fun. You said you should research South Africa. South Africa is amongst the coolest flags agreed upon by most of the world. One of the coolest flags that anybody has any appreciation for. You should have Sheldon. Yeah, I'm terrible. Okay, and like, I'm so bad, you guys. I actually can play rock, paper, scissors. What is it? Rock, paper, scissors, something Spock. I forgot the other one. Is it Lizard Spock? Right? Rock, paper, scissors, lizard Spock. Why? I'm a weirdo. Why? I'm so weird. Final question. Your dress is purple. How do you explain purple to young girls today? Yeah, but I actually do have official colors. Like, my household, because I'm so meticulous and so detailed in my presentation of my channel and my aesthetic here on YouTube, I like to be very consistent. So my family, the House of Sovereign, actually does have a family sigil, and we actually have colors. So the official colors of the House of Sovereign is blue, purple, and gold, which are historically royal colors, but those colors are used by no country on the face of the planet. So I am 100% unique. I am 100% unique. I know that, and I know that I'm supposed to say it a certain way because it has the sound. I'm terrible at that sound. Do not judge me, but I know what you're talking about. Trevor Noah is also of that culture, and he speaks it very well. If I find a way to learn that language, I will. I will do it. I will do it because I'm weird and I like knowing things. Why does my YouTube channel have a flag? I don't know. Why do we have a family sigil? Just because. Just because. I should come up with an anthem. Don't putting ideas in my head. We're gonna have like a full-on country over here. Okay, we're gonna have a full country. We already have a kingdom. We have bishops, viscounts. We have a full court. We do have a small system of customs and rules. Like, we have our own country over here. Hey, everybody. And our country is 100% accepting and free. It's great. Better than the United States. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. What does that say? Tell us about your ancestry. Sure. How do I find the chat you always refer to? That is our Discord, and the link to the Discord is always in my description box. So if you open up the description box, any way that you're looking to find me or anything I'm involved in is always in the description box. So just click the link and you will be directed right into the chat where you can chit chat with me and every other member of the court and the nobles and the Patreon members, all of them. We chat all the time. So if you're itching for a live stream, but it's like Wednesday, go into the chat and we can talk about whatever and brainstorm some ideas that we can talk about when it comes to live streaming. Somebody asked about my ancestry. And I know some people tend to be confused about that because my husband, you're still talking to her. Yes, I'm on the phone in a group chat with my friend. Look, sir, it is group chat time. The ladies need their fun time to talk with their girlfriends, to dish the dirt, like either butt in or butt all the way out, okay? We don't have time for your nonsense. Leave us alone. The girl group will roast you. Tell your husbands to go somewhere unless they're trying to talk, okay? I think someone had their husband last time and I was talking mess the whole live stream. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. No shade to anyone's husband, but give your girl her girl time and her funsies. All right? We're not going to do that. Anyways, my ancestry, I understand the confusion at that because people know I lived in Japan. Not everybody knows why. And they're like, are you part Japanese? Because I know you speak some of the language. I'm not. My ancestry is 100%, well, okay, not 100%. I am a majority, let's say 75%. Yeah, I'm terrible at math. Just so you know. Good memory, terrible at math. Dunzo. I am the descendant of slaves, 100% point blank, period, except for, what does that say? You're funny, Carby Barbie. Um, I am going to do the test. I do want to do the ancestry test. The one thing that I do know, because most people will be like, oh, I'm part Native American, I'm that. I actually had, my Native American ancestors were alive until 2007. So when I say my Native American ancestors, I'm actually talking about my great grandma. Just because people think that I'm like BSing or like being one of those people that are like, I'm part whatever. No, like my Native American lineage is like alive. So that's the only difference between like me just being a normal black woman, is that I have a very potent Native American bloodline, like a living bloodline, not like, oh, I had a Native American ancestor back in the 1778, like not that. So, ooh, you just got, okay, how good are ancestry? Because I've seen videos on YouTube talking about ancestry DNA test, and I'm very curious about it. I do want to do it myself because I obviously am curious, right? Most black people in the United States do not have the benefit of being able to say, I'm from this country, because we were kidnapped. Like people think it doesn't impact us nowadays, in modern times, but as a child, when I had to do, you get these assignments to like make your family tree and everything. A lot of black people can't do that. And I'm happy that schools are kind of getting away from doing that, because the black students in the class, like, we're looking at each other like we don't have the benefit of being able to trace our lineage that way. Like, we're lucky if we can get back to a grandparent. But like great grandmas or people will be like, oh, what country in Africa did you come from? We were kidnapped. We don't know. Okay. We don't have that benefit of saying, I'm from Uganda. I'm from Kenya. I'm from Zimbabwe, Madagascar. We don't have that benefit. We don't have that privilege. So, like, yeah, even the island nations of Haiti, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, they can say, I'm from this specific country. But for those of us who are descendants of slavery, we don't have that. So it sucks for us. Now, luckily, we've created our kind of own culture within the United States, which is why we're so protective of it. Because when people invalidate our culture, it's like, dude, that's all we got, okay? We don't have nothing. We don't have anything. You're going to take the little bit that we do have and say, that doesn't belong to you. Oh my, that's why black people get so infuriated, because it's just like, bro, we don't have anything. We don't have anything. We have no country to be like, oh, this is where I came from, no history to latch onto. We had to create our own culture as like kidnapped victims of random countries around the African continent. We banded together and created our own little tribe that is known as the Black people of the United States. That's us. We are the displaced Africans over here, you know? And though I have a deep, actually potent Native American ancestry, my great grandmother she never wanted to teach us about that, because the Native Americans have a very traumatic history similar to that of the African. Spotlight stealer! Ah! I'm not used to getting super chats, so I was just like, what is that? Spotlight stealer dropped a super chat. Oh, thank you, Spotlight stealer, for making me feel specialer than I already feel. Yes, I did just make up the word for spotlight stealer. I made up specialer. What did that say? Would you go back to your country after the test results? No, because that would be disingenuous. Even though I have the blood of a specific place, I don't have that culture. I don't, it's disingenuous. No, I wouldn't do that, because I'm still 100% a, bona fide American citizen. The problem is my country doesn't necessarily accept me the way that they should, which is why we're having these. Spotlight stealer really is a spotlight stealer, right? Spotlight stealer was like, my spotlight. But my country doesn't necessarily accept me the way that I feel I should be accepted. And they don't even do it for Native Americans. So I can't even act like it's just black people. Native Americans have been treated like dust for years, and it is completely horrible and wrong. And that's why my great grandmother, she refused to her dying day, literally to her dying day, to teach us about our Native American history, because I do believe she was on a reservation. So I'm assuming it was Oklahoma, but I know it was in that region. And I'm assuming it was a reservation because of the way she fled and her refusal to even discuss it with us. It was like she wanted no part of it. She completely just dropped the life. So I'm going to spend a significant portion of my life trying to research my Native American ancestry, simply because I know that it's not distant. Like, this isn't something that is from like 200 years ago. My Native American ancestor was alive until 2007. She hated her past. And judging like at her age, she was in her 90s. You can imagine what she had to live through as a Native American. So, I mean, I'm not going to be like, I'm mad at her, but I'm 100% going to do my best to find out. I am going to take the ancestry test, though. I will do that. I'm definitely going to do that because obviously I'm curious what Black person, isn't curious about, their history. I'm sure like those of you who live in other countries and you just know, like, you're like, I'm Filipino and I know that. Like, I don't have that benefit, that connection that you have to your land and your people. I have that connection to my people here in the United States as a Black community. We have that connection and that like we identify with each other, but we all are well aware that we're not all the same and that we come from like different places. Why is Twitter? I am connected to my mother's Twitter that she hardly uses, but I'm connected to it. And Twitter is just now sending out an alert to people that the sovereign tweeted that she's going to live stream. Twitter, get your life together. Let me see here. She's trying to explain to kids about, yeah, it's difficult explaining to kids about race, but it is important. If you have a brother with the same mother and father, you should have them tested. Well, I'm the odd man out because my mom had me at a very young age and she was a runaway. My mom had a very rough life. She was a runaway, and so she like hooked up with another runaway, or she was a foster child. So you know how like foster child life is rough. So that's how I was born. I was born to my mom when she was still in her teen years. I went to high school with my mom, you guys. Okay? My mom took me as a baby, born as a baby, to her high school with her. I know, to this day, I know who her principal is because her principal used to babysit me. And when she graduated, I got to sit on the stage with my mom with like a little cap and gown and graduate. And didn't you know what those jerks did to me? They sent me back to school. I sure did. Had to go to high school twice. What a crock of crap. Crock of crap. I went to high school twice. Unbelievable. Anyways, but now you guys know the makeup of my history. Most of those of you who are like in the live stream know me better than almost anybody on YouTube anywhere. Yes, my mom is also my foster sister because we were in foster care together. So technically she's my foster sister too. Hey. Me and my mom are extremely close though. So that's why you guys, like when I do videos with her or you see her, like me and mom we're besties all day, every day. We talk about everything. My mom watches the live stream. She participates in the video. She's part of my mini motorcycle gang. We're motorcycling together. The first time I went to the club, I went with my mother. I took my mother with me. Yeah, that was a time. That was talk about Kanye for president. Y'all really want me to? Like, really? Kanye for... Sometimes I really despise living in this country. Like, just question for those of you who live in other countries. Do you guys have to go through the shenanigans like this? Do you guys have to... Is your country as ridiculous as mine? Please make me feel better about myself. Are your countries, or is it just the United States? Is it just the United States that deals with BS like this? Because it's distressing. It's distressing. Like, thank God we have a king. Like, it's just the U.S. God, can't you just lie to me and say you guys have to deal with it too? Like, good Lord. I'm so sick of this country sometimes. Like, I love my country, but at the same time, put it this way. Love my country. I despise our government right now. I'm so over it. I'm over the entire thing. I'm so done. In what world, other than the United States, do you have to live with the fact, like, people are asking you if if a reality TV star is going to be president? Like, other countries don't have to deal with this. Why is this in the United States? Why? I don't think Kim Kardashian is behind it because it makes her look bad, worse than she already does. I don't think she's behind it at all. No. I think that Kanye got it in his mind that he's going to run for president. And I think he's doing that because he thinks it's going to split the vote and help Trump win because he wants Trump to win. There are some black people that are just embarrassments to us all. And Kanye is one of them, which is, and I mean, Kim Kardashian, she desperately wanted to be a part of the black community, and the only way she could do it was to snag a black man, and she got the most outcasted black man that she could, which is Kanye, because everybody in the black community knows that he's Kanye. Like, we've been saying stuff about him for years. He's not necessarily one of those people we've been accepting. Okay, let's put it that way. Kanye's not going to win. Not a chance. And I'm still embarrassed that Trump won. Because he had no reason, no resume to be president. I'm so sick of the Kardashian family. I'm done. I try to be nice to an extent and be understanding, but they have trampled on the black community so many times that it's just like, you're doing it on purpose. There's no way. Like, if you run over my foot and you say sorry, I'm going to be like, yeah, sure. Okay. But then if you back over my foot, I'm going to be like, bro, you're kind of messing up. And then you drive over it again. And I'm just like, hey, and you back over it again. I'm like, there comes a point where it's just like, you did it on purpose. The Kardashians have been doing stuff on purpose. I'm done. I'm done. Trump can't win again. The world is literally, especially in the United States, I know that a lot of you are from other countries and you're watching us go through this quarantine BS because people are legitimately arguing about wearing face masks. We can't have him as president because look where we are. It is the middle of summer. We're all trapped in our houses. There's not any festivals, music festivals. Like, we all missed our birthdays. The economy's in the tank. The world is literally on fire, especially in California. The world is on fire. The world is destroyed. How much more proof do you need that the United States government it can't remain the same? Like, this can't happen. It cannot happen. If Obama, and people are going to be like, oh, you're being biased. If Obama had done this, I would drag Obama. I don't make videos on Donald Trump because there's plenty of people throughout the world dragging him, right? There's plenty of people on YouTube dragging him constantly. Y'all don't need me to do it. But if Obama had did this, I'm not biased. I would drag Obama too. I would want him out of office, and I would want him out of office more because he's a bad reputation for black people. So I'm happy that Obama didn't do anything that is like completely terrible that would reflect poorly on his history or the black community. But Trump, I mean, just the fact that he's had 3 wives and he's cheated with the whole Stormy Daniels thing and he's do the whole grab him by the pee thing. Like, there is just there's so much crap happening that is just indisputable. Argued about the ban of alcohol. Say what? Y'all trying to go through a prohibition now? The United States can tell you how that's going to turn out. Yeah, if Obama said anything that Kanye did, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. The biggest complaint that people had of Obama when he was in office, remember those of you who remember the tan suit debacle? For those of you who don't know, the past president, Barack Obama, the black president, wore a tan suit to work one day. The media lost their minds, completely lost their minds. It was like the apocalypse all over the news. It's so unprofessional. I can't believe he would do that. It's horrible representation of the American people. They lost their ever-loving brains over a tan suit, which is now considered one of the most iconic fashion choices in American presidential history ever. So my government is embarrassing. It's an embarrassment. I don't even know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like, yeah, it was like he showed up to work in a Speedo. Exactly. Carby Barbie's 100% correct. If a Democrat wasn't off, the protest to end quarantine would be way more insane. I think so. Honestly, I think you are correct about that. Yep. Because if a Democrat was in current U.S. political office, like as president of the United States, the Republicans would go much harder because it was a Democrat and it makes a Democrat look bad. Like they're protesting already, but they're not, because they like Trump, they're not going as far as like demeaning the president. But if it was a Democrat, oh yeah, they'd set fire to the White House. Oh yeah, it would probably be something like a civil war. It would. I can actually say I'm kind of grateful a Democrat is not in office right now, because it would just deepen the tensions and the divide between the people, and it would give an excuse to the very radical, Republicans. Because I respect Republicans, okay? Not all of you guys are crazy. There's like a very tiny select group that are absolutely psychotic. Most of the time, Republicans have their heads on straight. But the tiny psychotic group would go complete like civil war. They would like dig up Civil War graves just to wear the uniform and march against the Democrats in the White House. It would get that bad. It would, 100%. I promise you it would. The only reason they're not trying to do civil war is because of Republicans in office. I'm just like, I'm so done with our political system. I'm done with it. I'm tired. I'm tired. Aren't you tired? I'm tired. Very tired. Like these just, I don't want to be like these old people, because, like my grandma is technically one of the old people, but she is smart and knowledgeable and knows how to work technology and is probably watching this live stream. Like she's not one that I can judge on just like being her age, because she can drink me under the table and party me like till like she's there's nothing about her that's an old person except for how long she's been on this planet. Okay, so there are some old people that are sensible, but the old freaking walker ridden geezers that are in Congress and in the Senate, I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of them. Oh, I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of them. Like Mitch McConnell, like someone please put grandpa in his nursing home. Half the people I would very much like to just put them in their nursing home, please. I would much rather talk to like younger Republicans, because they make more logical sense. Like they're more fair. The old Republicans, like they will just blatantly cheat in your face and be like, no, I didn't. No, we didn't. But we see you. No, we didn't. Fake news. Like, I'm done. I'm so embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I love my country, and I love, like, I love political science. Like, that's my major, but this is an embarrassment. Like, guys, don't judge me. I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't. And I try not to hate on the people that did, because I understand the mindset. I do, and I'm not going to hate on them. But now that you know the ramifications of having this man in office, there is literally no excuse to having him. Okay? I get the hate for Hillary Clinton. I get that you guys didn't want anybody, like any political, lifetimers in office. We're so sick of having these constant political people running the country. Like, we wanted to diversify. We wanted some fresh faces in the US government. I get it, but not Trump. Oh God. Like, I try to be you guys know I try to be understanding. I'm not going to hate on a Trump supporter. I get why you voted for him. But now that you see what our country is going through, you cannot give me any valid argument for keeping him in office. There is nothing. I will see things from many different angles, but there is logically, if you make a list, pen and paper, reasons to keep Trump in office, reasons to kick him out, the reasons to kick him out are astronomical. So I don't want to hear it. Because at this point, it's illogical to keep him in office. And you guys know I don't even argue with science. I don't do that. If you are a flat earther, I'm not talking to you. I'm not. Logically, it's just, you make no logical sense, okay? My grandmother eventually, I'm sure she wants me to run for political office one day. When I'm older, maybe I will. But hopefully, the United States is still in existence when I do that. Fingers crossed, we're not all dead. Let me not look. I'm getting so morbid, and it's just like, because I don't see a bright future right now for the country, so it's scary. It's scary. Like, I want to say it can't get any worse, but honestly, it probably could, and I'm hoping it. Like, if you were to launch a nuke at Russia, it definitely can get worse, but we're living through a time in history that none of us ever thought we would experience. So this is the worst we've ever experienced ever while this man is in office. Like, you can't tell me you want this to continue. Okay? If I have to go into next year and we're still dealing with quarantines, I'm going to lose my mind. My sanity, you guys have every right to question my sanity if Trump remains in office. Like, make sure you check on me and make sure I'm still okay, because I might be losing it. Lord. I'm so like, this thing is falling all over. I'm going to bobby pin this sucker next time. It's my first time wearing it, but we got like, you see how the country is devolving though? Like, we already have Trump in office, and then the Kardashians are like, we want to run offices too. Like, someone help me. Is there any tea in this thing? I need to go make some tea. Okay, like, I need something. I need something. Good thing I didn't plan on dating this year, right? Like, I had no intention on doing the dating thing because I'm a terrible dater and I have like a low level of patience to deal with like BS from men. Because guys like to like waste your time, and they'll like talk to you and then they disappear, and it's like, I put all this time into you and then you vanish. Like, I don't have the patience for that. I really don't. So that's why I was like, I'm not even gonna date this year. But next year I thought about it, because, you know, my mom was like, you're gonna die alone, and I'm like, yeah, you're probably right, so maybe I should try. I'm not going to argue when somebody's right and I'm doing something wrong. My mother is right. You know, I'm not antisocial. It's just more like, I just don't care to be social or be out there in the world dealing with guys. I don't like dating like that because it's a waste of my time and energy and patience. But next year I plan to do it. Fingers crossed that we're not in quarantine though, because that's going to be fairly impossible. Yeah, I'm starting to get to the point where your family stops telling you not to have kids and they start telling you like, hey, so when are you going to settle down? And I'm like, have we reached that point already where you guys are asking about your future grandkids? It's a little weird. Like, it's freaking me out a little bit, you know? Just don't ask. Don't ask about it, okay? And it's very weird that you guys are probably like in the 5-year future. Those of you who are still around, who knew me at this point, are probably going to see me like have my first kid or something. That's like weird to think about. Like, those of you who are here are going to be like, I remember back in the day, years ago, when she was talking about it. Now she's got 2 kids. That's weird to me. Exciting, kind of weird. I'm going to try to do the dating thing. Ugh, fingers crossed. I'll probably make a video out of it, though. We can do like, what is it? It'll be like a dating show, you know? I'll put up like fake pictures of each like guy, and we'll vote on contestants. It'll be fun. Aw, sitting here married. I guess they swept me off my feet wrong. I'm happy you're married, and that person better be treating you wonderfully. If he doesn't treat you wonderfully, just come back to the next live stream so we can talk major mess about him, and then he'll learn his lesson. That's what girls do when we get together. We talk mess about each other's boyfriends. I just don't have a boyfriend to talk crap about, but I don't mind talking crap about your boyfriends. So like, if you are in the Discord, and I'm going to make a channel where we talk about all of our life struggles so that we can just vent, because sometimes we all need to vent. So I'm going to make a channel where you can just vent, talk about whatever's happening in life, what you're frustrated about, and then we'll get on the live stream and we'll talk about it. And if someone's like, roast my boyfriend, I totally will if it makes you feel better. Yeah, I haven't been swept off my feet. It's nice to know that that still exists though, apparently. Like, apparently out in the world, in the wild, there's some decent guys. Apparently. Where are you finding these nuggets? How are you like, where is that happening? I would totally, roasting exes, yeah. I don't have a lot. I have one person that I consider an ex. The only person I've ever dated seriously. I have one. That's how lame I am. Boop. Lame. I know. One. I didn't take anybody to like, I didn't have a date to prom, homecoming, didn't date anyone in high school. I have one ex. One. Wait, what is this? No one big enough for the 6-foot rule? What? Yeah, I only have one ex, so super lame, but I have no problem roasting him because he's not going to say anything about it because he's terrified of me, and as he should be. As he should be. I'm not the type of girl you want to like screw over in a bad way, okay? Had we amicably, you know, broke up, it'd have been fine. But the fact that he wanted to be a downright just dirty dog, I'm just like, do you know who you're talking to? Do you know who he started taking me for granted, and you know, when you're around me in my sweet capacity all the time, you forget that I'm an absolute savage. So when it happens and I go savage on somebody, they tend to get really surprised. So he was taking me for granted, thinking that I couldn't do anything. I didn't know. Is there a new Miss Universe Columbia? What? What? But well, the guy that I was dating, he was actually significantly older than me. He was 37 when we broke up. 37. That's over a decade of difference. For those of you who don't know, I had over a decade of difference with this guy. But I was always very good to him, very sweet. Like, I made his meals, I supported him in his bodybuilding and helped it. Like, he had a child, which I didn't know when I started dating him, but at the time I was just like, well, we're already together, so oh well. Typically, I have a no child policy rule, but this is the first person I dated seriously. I was fantastic to him, but he was a serial cheater. Serial cheater. Like, and it was bad, you guys. I'm gonna do story times about it once I get, because I know people are curious about like my personal life and everything and my history. I have no problem doing that, but that story, there's a lot in that story. Me having to go through his baby mama drama. He had an autistic child that I took care of, him as a bodybuilder, and he was disabled. Yeah, I was with a man who was 10 years older than me that had a baby, a crazy baby mama, and he was disabled. So that's a lot of stories right there. And we were together for like 3 years. I had to deal with that, but he was a serial cheater. And I told him, I had caught him once and tried to do the whole forgiveness thing. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that, ladies, from experience, okay? From experience, don't forgive a cheater. Just dump him right out. I am very empathetic, you know this, and kind of naive. So that's part of like my naivety, where I was just like, oh, I'll do my best to forgive and all that BS. I know. And I was more than 10 years younger than him, right? So insane. But I tried to do that. But I told him, because I was pissed. Because like when you truly love someone, when I found out, it feels like someone you love died. Like, it felt like the person that I knew and loved died. Like, I was heartbroken. Even me having to describe it, like, it was, imagine if someone you love just died. Like, I was on the floor crying. It was so bad. I tried to do the whole forgiveness thing. And when I knew that he was like doing it again, I'm a savage. And like, I went full crown of shade on him. I'm not even gonna lie. I went full crown of shade. The whole deal. When I finally like was done with him and I knew what I had to do and that I had to leave him, I got videotape evidence twice, 2 separate days. I got videotape verifiable evidence, got the text messages, got the phone numbers, I messaged the Facebook girls and stuff. Like, oh, I did more than it. Egg his car. Child's play, sis. Child's play. I'm an awesome girlfriend. So I had built him a social media presence. He's not good at it. I built him a social media presence. I built him an Instagram and a Facebook page for his, physical training, personal training business. But when I knew I was done with him, I outed him to everybody. Everybody. The whole deal. Instagram, Facebook, family, his mom, everybody. The whole thing. I posted, because when I say he was cheating, it's not like he was sneaking behind my back, meeting up with girls. Y'all, he was picking up like street corner prostitutes that were like people's grandmothers, okay? I'm not talking about, oh, he was having an affair. No, he was just sleeping with anything that walked. And when I mean anything that walked, I'm talking about, I have the videotape evidence of him pulling up to a curb and picking up a prostitute that had a wheelchair and telling her to put it in the back of the truck. Like, it was bad. He has issues. And he knows he has issues. He admitted to me, he's like, but I know I have a problem. I'm like, yeah, you got a problem. So it's like, I think I would have been more hurt had it been him having an affair behind my back, because that's purposeful and diligent, but that's not what was happening. He wasn't, making a connection with a female that he really liked and hanging out and sleeping with her and having a relationship. He was driving around town, pulling up to street corners, picking up someone's grandma. And when I'm not making this up, okay? I'm not making this up, because I have the videotape. I'm a savage. I got the tapes. To this day, I got the tapes. And the girl would get in, the woman, right? Grandma would get in the car and they would be like debating prices. And she'd be like, well, I'm going to need more than that because I got to buy my grandbaby some shoes today. And he's like, well, I can't get a motel because my girl busted me. And I was just like, I'm I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Exactly. That's exactly why I was petty. Because I'm just like, I tried to forgive him before. So the fact that he was trying it again, I'm just like, I'm an Aries. If you can't tell, I'm an Aries. My mom's a Virgo though. But yeah, after all of that, his sister was my best friend. Like we were, he had two sisters, but me and one of the sisters was super tight, super freaking tight. So when all of this happened, I was pissed. But I had the phone numbers, the picture. To this day, I have a folder on this laptop that says the clapback folder. I'm gonna have to get off soon because I know my phone's dying. But it says the clapback folder, and I have to this day everything, text messages, pictures, photos, tapes saved, just in case he wants to come after me in the future. If I'm like some reputable YouTuber and talk mess, I have the proof. He can't say nothing. Nothing. I have the proof of what you have done to your baby mama, because I was taking care of his kid, okay? And I had to go up against his baby mama, but I was taking care of his kid. But I got the tapes. I have it all. And he was cheating some of his friends out of money and stuff that he was, like he used to have his own business, but he was cheating people out of their money. And I knew, and I had the proof and photos I took behind his back about that. I had the proof of everything. So when I was done with him, I outed him to all his friends that he had cheated out of money. People that thought that he was like a legit friend. And they contacted me on Facebook. I gave them the whole evidence, pictures, video, everything. I had video of him talking about his friends behind their back. I had like all his fraudulent behavior, the whole nine, including the pictures of the grandmothers that he slept with. When I say grandmothers, I'm not talking about, oh, she's a cute grandma. Nope. I'm talking abuela. Abuela. He slept with someone's like sandal flip-flop wearing chunky like bacon cookies type abuela, grandmother. Not joking. Yeah, he had a problem. He had problems. I'm gonna have to do a story time about that. But you don't, I would have let it go had we ended amicably. But if you're gonna lie to me and act like you're not doing something after I warned you and forgave you and did all this stuff for you, built your business for you, helped you get your son, because I took his baby mama to court to help him get his son after she decided to keep his child from him. I'm like, I told you guys, I'm a ride or die. I am a ride or die like woman. But that comes with like, I'm not gonna act like I'm perfect, because I can be the perfect girlfriend, but all that good energy can go all the way bad if you want to be there. And that's what happened. So to this day, he will never acknowledge that he ever even knew me, because he knows if he does, I have a folder that's basically a nuclear weapon. I got it. And he knows this. So he does not contact me. Nothing. I made him delete my number when I left. The day I walked out of the video, I said, delete my number. Delete all of my pictures. Any picture you have with me. I want no record of you existing anywhere near me, because you're a disgusting, terrible human being. He was very biased, very prejudiced. He's not a nice person. But being me, I try to like tolerate certain things I shouldn't have, but I tried. Like he's the type of person to judge you negatively because you have a tattoo. Like he's that bad. It's very bad. He was a very bad person. So I'm very happy I erased any history with him anywhere ever. But that's the only boyfriend I've ever had. And it was a travesty, as you can see. Okay. So I have been on live for long enough, and I'm trying to have mercy on the people who are going to watch this back in the future, but my phone is also dying. Hubby went from almost being left back in the 12th grade. I need a relationship like you. Someone like, yes, he's homophobic. He's incredibly homophobic. And I had talks with him about stuff like that because I don't like that. But he's terribly prejudiced and homophobic, all of that. It's very bad. So I had a lot of good reason to leave him. It was very, 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 very bad. Yeah. He was not a good guy. Yeah, well, I've only dated one person, and that's my only experience, and it's pretty freaking awful. So excuse me for not being in a rush to get back on the dating scene, okay? Yeah, definitely not in a rush after that one time. I'm good. Okay. I have to end the live stream because number one, my phone is dying, right? But this stream has been long enough, I think, right? But anyways, I'm happy that I got to see all of you. The stream will be at a later time on Saturday next week. Okay, it's just for all of you who want to come back and like chit chat, sip some tea, talk some dirt, whatever we're gonna do in live stream, we never know. But It will be on Saturday at 8 o'clock. I'm going to make it later for other people so that they can get into this, other countries and whatnot, okay? So I'm happy everybody who made the stream made it, and I love you, and I will see you in the future for a live stream. I'm going to edit some videos because I did do videos today. So I'm going to edit the videos. My hair looks a mess. Like, ugh, this thing does not work. I'm going to take this off. Whatever. Carby Barbie, you're awesome. Just so you know, you're awesome. I see you all the time, and you're awesome. Just thought I should say that. Nice to see you too. Yes. Next Saturday, I'm going to do it at 8 o'clock so other countries can get in, you know, and see things, and the Filipinos don't have to wake up so early to find me. Trying to make it fair, you know, so I'll switch times now and then. At least I'm letting you know ahead of time. Yay. Okay. You guys go live your lives. Get some sleep. Do your day. Have some fun. Sip some tea. Be healthy. Do not catch COVID, because then I will have less friends. And I don't want less friends, okay? I want lots of friends. I love this live stream too. This is a good idea. We're going to keep doing it Saturday, 8 o'clock. I will see you then, all right? Go live your lives, my dears. I love you.